in good quality. So, I need to draw stuff. Oh, I don't know why Photoshop decided to open that over there. Open. I'm not going to be doing my Sandy Cloud picture. I'm going to be drawing... You know, I should probably put chat up on top so I can see it. Hi. I can see you now. I'm going to be drawing token style stuff. Roll20 tokens. And they'll probably be trash. But the good thing about a Roll20 token is that they're teeny tiny on the map. Scaled up landscape is the one I want, right? Yeah. I need to change the color of this. That is correct. Roll20 is like to play Dungeons and Dragons. And instead of at an actual tabletop, you have a digital tabletop. Roll20 is a digital tabletop. I'm trying to figure out where to save this. Tokens. I'm actually making some zebra tokens. Because you know what? There are no zebra tokens. No good ones anyway. Not very many. I think I sprayed diet root beer on my monitor when I opened that can. So the thing about tokens is they're square. So I need to make sure that I'm drawing on it. I thought I would get fancy and like put Photoshop on the not primary display. But what that's doing is opening all the dialogue windows on the other monitor. Oh, whew. For a second there, I was like, OBS is capturing the right monitor, right? But yeah, I can see it right there. The heck? Oh, I'm misreading the OBS screen. Or am I? It's making it look like there's a gray border around the stream. Is there? No. So OBS is lying to me. Good to know. Oops. I didn't send a tweet that I started. Who cares? Nobody cares. There are very few good zebra tokens, and I'm going to add to the list of not very good zebra tokens. I'm stuck. I'm like thinking about so many different things, I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do, what I was going to do in the file menu. Maybe I wasn't even going to the file menu. Whoa, that's some lag. Heroes of the Storm telling me it's updating. That would be why it's lagging. Alright, so how do you draw a zebra? Do I need a reference? Probably. Probably a good idea. Let's see. Zebra. Solo. I mean, they're pony size. Of course, now there's a hippogriff zebra. That's a weird one. Where's my list? I had a list. Got my list. Paste my list. Google Drive. Voila. You can't see it, but voila. Don't need that one. So I need to make one. Oops. My mouse is moving because the pin's bouncing around. 2, 3, 4. 4 at least. Basically, what I really need a reference for is the zebra spiky tail, zebra spiky mane, and the stripes. Which the zebra stripes are pretty sparse, actually. At least show style. Like this. There's a lot of white space. But I'll be using that, more or less, and a few others. Let's see. Get everything situated just right. Don't want that in the way. It kind of is in the way. I move that. Down. Perfect. The most daunting task is starting from a white canvas. Actually, I can get rid of the guides and the background. I'm really not liking how everything opens on the other monitor. If I switch primary displays while it's streaming, will it just go haywire or will it work? It's time for experiment. It worked. I've lost my mouse now because she just changed where the monitors are. All right. Here we go. For the 5th time. Oh, right. I wanted to make a layer for that color-ish. What's the color of Photoshop? Since zebras are white, need to draw on a not white background. Is this working for me? Possibly. Okay. The way I draw tokens, nothing special. Profile usually. Get the good old bean body going. Legs. Back legs. I imagine zebra builds are pretty skinny compared to a pony. How does that dark background look at nasty 720p? It's okay. That looks good enough, right? You can see the black. Give me a good tail example. Everybody's just drawing heads. Zebra lion. Yeah, they kind of have like a straight part and then a paintbrushy part and then spiky hair. Like so. Trying to get an idea of if it stops straight up or forward. It looks like it's forward, like unicorn horn angle-ish. Unicorn zebra. Don't worry. Not doing a unicorn zebra. I have a few other references. If I can remember where they are. Well, large icons. Extra large icons. There we go. Now I can see. Sweet. That's too low. The head's too big. Whoops. Hit a shortcut key in another window. It's gone. I don't know what happened. Okay. Wrong key again. L. Whoops. Shrink head. I believe zebra necks are bigger than that. Kind of merging realistic into not so realistic. It'll be a mess. I actually think the main part is throwing me off, as is the horn. So let's get rid of the horn. I put ears in. Zebra ears seem to be a little more rounded than I do normally for ponies. More mane. More tail. Bigger. The mane, for the most part, does seem to go over the ears. Judging by everybody else's drawings and not a real photo of a zebra. The tail does kind of seem to come straight off the back. With normal sized hooves. And legs. Of course, now he's way too stiff. Do the bone thing. One, two, three, four. No, because you missed it. I already showed it. No, okay. It's a BronyCon shirt from last year's BronyCon. I think it was the not sponsor. I wasn't a sponsor last year, so it was just whatever they had at the... My hair looks terrible. There we go. It was just whatever they had at the... shop booth thing. Actually, this is a dude. So their noses are bigger. But I'm not quite sure how much bigger. Not that big. I can tell right now that's too big. Shrink. Yes? No? Eyes. I haven't done open eyes in a while. Do what? Didn't know you could do what? Like resize stuff? Or did I just... Spiky manes. Like mohawk spiky. Like that spiky, or just like brush. Like a medieval helmet. Or Greek helmet, or whatever. You know, the helmet's the brush on top. Yeah, so if you hit M, you can get like a square selection thing going on, but I like the lasso tool, which is L by default. And I just kind of select stuff. Control T for transform, and then resize. Control T again, resize. On the sketch layer, it's not. You can do that to your heart's content, but it's pretty nasty if you have to do it like at later stages. Oh, there's an example of a guy zebra. More straight out. Now he's looking rather like a dog face instead of a zebra face. Eyes. Eyes. I think the eyes are too small. Eyebrows. No, I think the eye's too big. Get rid of that. Yeah, definitely too big. Oops. At this point, I'm just going to shove it in its own layer so I can keep resizing. That's not what I wanted to do. Make it smaller. Not, Ugh. The nose is still too big. And now it's too short. It's too something. Maybe it'll help to put the head circle back in. I don't know. Anybody else knows? Let me know. Still think the neck needs to be bigger. Leg. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with literal hooves. Oh, I'm thinking the back is too... No. Time to do this dealy. Now I can see what's wrong with the eye. It's still too high. The thing about flipping the canvas is that it kind of jars your brain out of things that it's gotten used to. Oops. Like, now that it's flipped that way, I can tell that it's a bit off-center, which isn't a huge deal, but for tokens, well, I guess it is a huge deal for tokens, because you want it in a square. Because it's like Roll20 is like a battle map, so it's a big old screen of grid, and the tokens fit inside the square, and it will bug the heck out of me if it's off-center. Zebra 1. Are all the zebras' noses black? I guess we only have one canon zebra to go by, don't we? And her nose is black. That one's not. And that one's not, so 2 out of the entire set so far. Okay. Back to the shape at hand. The tail is kind of a thick... Ponytails are easier. What am I doing? Yeah. Not like hair ponytail, but like ponytail. See, you got the butt and a leg. And then that's usually where the tail comes out. Then it's like, boop, done. Ponytail, done. But the zebra part... It's because I've never done it before. I'm sure it'll be like super easy once I've done it. So what does that part look like? Most people just draw the stick part, this part, and then a ponytail coming out of it. Oh, don't do that. Don't get rid of that. That's a masterpiece. Since I'm having trouble with this, I'm going to put it on another layer. Getting distracted with leg placement. Not bad. Not bad. Just kind of doing a weird thing. You want to make sure that the chest naturally kind of flows. And then the shoulder part. Subtle shoulder part. Alright. New layer for the tail. That's the eye. This is the... No! Mane. Pony butt. Hide and... No. Block and hide. Get rid of that. Tail. That's it. Gonna look at an actual zebra photo. Zebra. Images. Zebra. Wow. They're even less of a thing in real life. What the heck? I found a photo of a zebra eating another zebra. And the headline was something along the lines of, scientists have no idea why this is happening. But Google saw fit to show me, so I'm not going to show it on stream, but it's there. To be perfectly honest, there aren't any good references of what I'm looking for. There's one. Finally. It's almost like it's less. I'm going back to the fan drawings. They're better. Of course, now the problem is I have to find one of those that's decent. Da, 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 da. You know what? I'm not going to get too into it. There's enough people who draw it kind of half ponytail, like a short like that. No, eraser didn't switch back. I'm doing this when I could be doing this. I'm nitpicking this thing because it's the first of many, and it'll like set the tone for what a zebra tail is for me. Yeah, so their zebra tails are most striped like that, at least in the show, and then the head part is striped like that. Whoops. I was doing that on the wrong layer. So I'm pasting that into a new layer and then merging it into the main one. So perfect. I'm going to stylize this a bit, where they're more like spiky. Scootaloo style, I guess, instead of just flat, brushy. Have rounder ears. Now I'm just getting rid of that, aren't I? Getting rid of what I already decided to texture. Alright. Back to the face that's causing me problems. It's passable. It's still, like, weirding me out a bit. Nope, that's even worse. Needs to go straight across. And kinda up. In there. Another problem I have is dynamic legs, leg placements. They're pretty sticky, like static. Like they're not fluid. It doesn't look like it belongs to somebody who moves. More like a clay figure or something. I like how this leg is kind of pointed out this way, and then that one's kind of pointed out this way. I don't know why that looks like that to me. Ugh. Maybe the front legs need to be thinner. Now I'm trying to think. I did draw. I'll just show you. Did that? I probably showed like my desktop by a mistake, didn't it? I wish I could turn off thumbnail things. What am I looking for? Whoops. This. Screen flashing. Yeah. See, those legs are different. Now, how did I get the split screen arrangement? I did that last time. Is that it? That's it. Drew this when I had a pony horse style in my head. That was like over a year ago, so I've lost all that knowledge. But the leg is different. I guess I shouldn't be using that as an example because the leg is weird. It bends in the wrong direction down there, so... Discord lighting up. Can't you see I'm busy? So, pony style legs, I don't want to make them too thin, so I'll make them bigger. I'm going to close this now, because I don't want that as a reference. Oh, what I wanted was the shoulder just kind of like... It was more part of things than the chest was, so I need to get rid of that. Maybe make that a little thinner. Kind of feel like I'm nitpicking at this point. Which is a bad sign. That is totally messed up. That wasn't half bad. Yeah, it was. It was half bad. I think I want... Nope, there's a problem. Go away. Buttons, screen. I undid it, and what I wanted to do was move it back and forth instead. Looks like The head is too big. Again. Whoops. We're gonna have an issue because the eye isn't going to go with it. This is a downside of Photoshop. You cannot resize a selection of multiple layers. You can in Clip Studio, so why can't Adobe figure it out? What to do? Get rid of the eye. The eye. I want to try skewing. Ooh. Connect the neck back together. Problem is, just about the only way you can tell a guy pony from a girl pony apart is the shape of the nose and if they have eyelashes or not. I think just stretch it up a little tiny bit. Now I think he has too much neck, which is easily solved. Now I'm just taking in the big picture. Maybe I need to take in the little picture. Now it looks like a Trojan horse. I think it's because this doesn't swoop down in the front enough. That's a little better. Tail could stand to be longer. That's a little better. I think the head could stand to be just a teeny tiny bit smaller. I undid it. Oops. Photoshop getting mad. Shut up. I do what I want. Why won't you let me select? Oh, because it's locked. Hey. Hey. Hmm. There's still something wrong. It looks fine zoomed up, but it looks odd small. No, don't select the whole thing, please. Thank you. I think that did it. Nope, it didn't. But I will. I will attempt to recover whatever it is that is. I don't quite understand, actually. There's the shape of the head. Where's the eye? The eye has moved, because I resized all kinds of stuff. I believe the eye needs to be smaller, and it needs to look more that direction. Oh, gosh. You'd think tokens aren't supposed to be this hard to draw because they're tiny. And yet, here I am. Meh. I'm getting less and less impressed with this as time goes on. Does adding another leg help at least? No? Okay. Oh. Flux turned on. How do I turn it off? Disable until sunrise. The eyeball again. I believe it needs to be smaller. And I believe that stupid nose. Maybe that did it. Pointy nose. Rounded forehead. Ear, neck. I might be calling it good enough. Let's try the part that I think will actually be the hardest, even though it sounds like it shouldn't be. The stripes. Actually, maybe I want to do a second trace group first. Fade it out. Oops. New layer. Something seems wrong about that. Guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Nope, gotta swoop in. Is this on? Yes. I don't want that. Actually, an interesting thing that I'm just now noticing is you gotta have a nice head. A head curve. That is something that's usually hidden because you draw the mane of a pony covering that part, usually. I don't want to get too sloppy, but it's probably going to be. I'm doing the death grip on my stylus again. It's been an hour. Gonna take a little break. So how you guys doing? Everybody okay? Staying alive, I hope. Good. Alright, break's over. shoulder, leg, hoof. No. You can hold down the hotkey to like quick change to what you want, and then when you let go, it's supposed to change back, and it doesn't. You all the time. Most of the time it does. But then you find yourself erasing everything and then wondering why you're not drawing anything, and that's a pain. Get rid of that little bit that looks like a mouth. It's not a mouth. I'm already starting to think about changing the nose again. Ooh. Does that seem to work? To some extent. No. Getting a little crazy with that. Oops. My gosh. His face is suddenly giving me lots of trouble. Go back. Back to the way it was. Ugh. How late exactly? Do I even want to know? You're like +3. It's 1:30 in Greenwich Mean Time. Oh, I should be talking. My apologies. I put too much curve in that foot. 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 In that hoof. In that leg. The leg is pretty much straight until it gets to the hoof part, but I don't want to change too much. I want to flip it. Looks okay. It looks okay. Need the rounded bit a little bit. Like that. No. Needs to be a little more pronounced, I think. And that part kind of spreads out a little bit. Flatten the chest a bit. Make that. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that I'm thinking this body is bulky, but zebras are kind of bulky anyway. They're kind of like, they don't look as sleek. They're just kind of there. Let me get an example. That isn't terrible. Now, which way do I need to pull the thing? Nope. This way. See, they've got, like, there's less, I don't know. Their neck is huge compared to a horse, or at least when I look at horses, I don't picture the neck that big. Like, their body goes right into the neck and it makes them look like a brick with legs and stripes and a face. There we go. So maybe I need a picture of a zebra next to a horse so I can understand the difference. But then I guess ponies, they're all ponies across the board, so I guess they're all small. In this case, anyway. So maybe the neck needs to just go right into it. Right into the chest part. More neck. I'm gonna try a little experiment here and lift the belly up. I'm actually gonna stick there. Ooh. What was that? Okay. When you do a transform, or when you hit Control T on a selection, it'll give you like a middle dot that you can drag around. And that's the pivot point for when you do something like this. Grab the corner and rotate it. Which is super useful. I think that helps a little. Zoom out. Does he look okay? He looks fairly okay. The legs just kind of seem to sprout right out of the body. They don't have a shoulder. So I'm going to reduce this part. And this part. What's that look like? Maybe a little more. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not good, not bad. I'd like to at least get, like, the lines done for this particular session. The brushy tail. Brushy, brushy, brushy. And that's a bit too horse hairy for me. This is even way overkill for what a zebra should be. Oh, I just lost pressure in that stroke. What's going on? Don't know what was going on, but I fixed it. It's okay. No need to panic. Oh, I liked that swoosh. And this, make it look like hair clinging to it. And then this stripiness, I suppose. Right, this needs to swoop down more in the front than it is. That's completely not what I want. That's more like it. No particular pattern. Gosh. The nose is bothering me. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just not precise enough. I'm really picky about the nose. If there's like any bumps or anything, it makes it look lumpy to me. And another problem might be I usually do a straight angle slope for the forehead or the front of for the this that part. The bridge, I guess. Is the bridge right between your eyes or this? I don't know. Well, Twitch is like, you just got an achievement. Pop up and distract everybody. What is this? Well, cool. Stream for 25 hours in the last 30 days? Yeah, 30 days. I had an eye system down. I knew how to draw eyes at one point. I kind of remember it. But kind of don't. I think I did more like that. I'm gonna need to put that on another layer so I can twist it around. Like that. Come on. Well, that just makes him look sad now. He's supposed to be looking down the top of his nose, but I don't know. I'm drawing this eye way oversized also, so I know that's off center. It's not even, I don't know. Not bad. Once you put the circle in for his eyeball. I was supposed to be doing stripes and I got distracted. Oh, by the nose. No, the nose. Oh. Wrong layer. Wiggle that around a little, see what happens. Check it from different angles. I don't know. Can't identify what I think is the problem. So I don't know how to fix it. That's a good thing, right? Losing track of time. Whoa. My phone lit up with an email that I read an hour ago. Thank you, Google. A water break, and I need to make sure. Okay. Not something I needed to actually. Maybe we can get away with this being bigger. Maybe that'll help. Yikes. I think I like the nose better. Whatever I did, I kind of thinged it. better. Nope, that was a little too much. No, 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 no. I sure. Blah, 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 blah. The eye didn't go with it, of course. I don't know. You know what? I'm calling it good enough. I shouldn't do that because there's the trace layer underneath that I'm still using. Boop. Boop. Save it. There's just something odd. Maybe he needed to be taller. That's looking significantly better. So, oh gosh. Ooh. A lot of it's just the nitpicky stuff at this point. I don't know if anybody else is that way, but it's like a few pixels. I literally just selected that thing, and I guess I shift moved it. When you use the arrow keys to move a selection with shift, it moves it by like 10 pixels or 5? What is that? 10 pixels at a time. So it's like, whoops, the eye. The eye. What was I saying? Oh, how it's just like pixels being off by like 10, 20 pixels is enough to drive me crazy sometimes. And I don't know what's wrong until I move it, and it just kind of certain things, I guess the shape, the flow of things falls into place. Like now, when I flip it, his forehead is too, what's it? But if I do that, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Which is the motto of this whole thing. It's not too bad. Now now I may have done too much because it's looking more feminine than I would expect. I think it's because of the slope. See, I mean, usually if you want to get like overly cartoony, but whoops. What? Could not clone stamp? Give me clone stamp. I'm doing the wrong things again. I'm trying to undo. Control Shift Y is not undo. Control Alt Y. I mean, redo. Control Shift Z. Control Alt. I'm losing my mind. Because of this freaking nose that I'm drawing on the wrong layer with. I've lost my reference window. I guess the real issue is, I mean, not issue, but the main difference is there's more edges to a guy. I think every time I'm like, step back, that's better. That's better. And now it's not better. Very edgy. Although I tend to draw the girls with edges too. It's just, stupid eraser. I think it looks fair enough. Again. Oh, I see. I drew on the wrong layer at some point. Get out of here. Why? What's still being selected? Just take the eye, invert selection, delete everything. Perfect. Alright, I was trying to move it down to give him an eyebrow. Works. I think that's not looking. Oh, drawing on the wrong layer. Don't think that's too bad. And for the first time, nothing pops out when I flip it. What next? Well, I've changed my streaming schedule a bit. I'm going to stream more days, but I'm going to stream for less at a time. But I started late, and then once I started the stream, I started drawing late because I was doing weird experiments on recording. So I think I have 20 more minutes of actual drawing before I got to go. But not a minute. Not a minute too soon. Zebras also seem to have rounded ears. I like pointy ears, but gotta have some differences somewhere. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Now what? Whoop. That was different. Didn't mean to hit R. Leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Alright, so let's see. People do. No. I want stripes on its own layer. No. Control Y. Oops. Control Shift Z. Okay. Why is my color wheel so small? Oh. As you can see, I'm actually drawing in full 1080p instead of 1920 by 1200 because there's no borders on the left and right. Whoops. I smacked the microphone, I'm sorry. So that's squished my workspace. But I'm trying to get used to 1080p because I plan on buying a pen display soon. And that the one I'm looking at is a 1080p screen, so I'm gonna have to get used to like less space. What I will do is make this screen that bigger. And can I shrink properties bar? Work. Yep. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm going to say that. There's something wrong with the head in general. But I'm moving on. Body. No time to correct typos. Eyes. Base color. That's right. It's time for my favorite part. Not the eraser tool. Stop giving me the tooltips. I can looking for the icon. The paintbrush. That didn't work. All layers. Sample all layer. Usually when it does that, it means there's a hole. And I don't want a hole in the selection. Maybe that's it. No. Stop causing me problems. Yep, that was it. Never mind. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to brush. And wrong color. I want a kind of a what do I want? I'll slide this. 90%. Whoa. Wow, okay. Sensitive pin, I can't like increment one at a time. So, thing about painting white is you don't paint white, you paint a very light gray, so it gives you some room to put highlights in. And I think this is too bright. Still too bright. 80. Let's do 80%. Delete. Of course, this might help. Might increase. Ugh. The thing about the lines that I drew is that they are like semi-transparent. So definitely see where the white bleeds through. See, definitely tell. But it's all part of the charm. Well, that was unfortunate. What was that? I don't know what that was. The brush is doing some weird... Whoops, don't want to do that. Some weird, like... that. Where it just kind of steps up. Or steps down. Looks like one of those old screensavers where those like accordion circle things were bouncing around the screen, leaving colors everywhere. Ah, remember screensavers, flying toasters. Those were the days. I feel like Photoshop is doing something strange. Nope, it's OBS that's going crazy with CPU usage. Well, good thing I'm almost done, I guess. Because I can definitely tell, as far as the pin goes, that there's some lag going on my PC. I don't necessarily have to do this painting, but it's kind of therapeutic. It's possible my PC's too weak. I think my PC is 6 years old. To be honest, it probably shouldn't be streaming and recording at the same time. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it! What am I doing? Resizing the eraser. Get rid of that white. That weird white. Get rid of it. Alright. It is, yeah. It was... trying to think. I know I saved up for quite some time. I didn't have a whole lot of bills back then, so I just dumped money into it. It's like a $3,000 computer back then, and it's been very nice until, well, I started streaming, I guess. Because it was definitely built before streaming was a widespread thing. What do I need to do here? Now, and unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get a new computer for a while still, so I have other purchases to make. That was weird. Where's this button? This fancy button. Block transparent pixels. The thing about making him darker than even I would have before, let me start over. I use HSV as a color mode because it just makes more sense to me. Oh, notification. Nothing important. So you want to give yourself room for highlights. So you want to paint gray, but also you want to leave enough white for his eyes. The eyes are significantly whiter than the coat will be. So 75. Right? 75? Yes. I don't know if that comes across on stream. It's very subtle, but clearly there. Where the white of his eye is just barely whiter than the coat. But I lost my mouse. That too, yeah. You're supposed to not use straight white for lights, and you're not supposed to use straight black for shadows. You're supposed to consider the environment that the character is in, and like the sun bouncing off the grass will give you green highlights and green shadows, stuff like that. But I'm not that advanced yet. I know it's what you're supposed to do, but I just wing it. Stripes. But if you need to give something that's white highlights, you actually make it gray, so the highlights are the whitest part. It's kind of weird. And the reason you give yourself a gray background... Whoops. See? So now that's what he looks like on a pure white background. But if you're staring at a pure white background for too long, you start making your drawing too dark. Because you're drawing against pure white, which almost never happens. So I usually try to do Photoshop gray. I've seen people do brown. I guess in theory you're supposed to use the base color that your background is going to be. But I never remember to do that. Alright, stripes. Stripes. This is going to be the hardest part for me. I'm lagging. And it's starting to make me mad. And here again, I don't think I want pure black for the stripes. Because the shadows will need to, like, interact with the stripes. Let's just give him a bunch of stripes. No, those two were nice. These two aren't very nice. This is going to be hard because the stripes need to follow the contour of what you want the body to be. And his body is like that. So I need to, like, follow. Wow. There's a lot of lag. Can I turn off the preview? Will that help? Preview scaling. Enable preview. Disable preview. Didn't help at all. Turn it back on. We're going to cheat. Like the cheat. Oh, much better. That was wrong. I mean, it looks zebra-esque. I'm kind of... Oh. Get rid of that. Kind of just getting an idea for what it needs to be before I have to quit. Turn it back on. Usually they have... You want to go up this way. So you have the nice little taper thing. They usually have a gray nose. Let's do this over again. Nope. That actually wasn't half... Oh. Never mind. Lost it. Yeah, there's some jitter going on. And it's not cool. That's a lot of jitter. There's a hotkey for turning this off. But I don't know what it is. Oh, Control F2. Good to know. Not bad, not bad. I think I can manage stripes if I really put my heart to it. Boop, boop, boop. I think that's too wide. No. Works for me. If it works for me, it works for him because he has to listen to me. Now he just looks like a... what you call it? A grayscale, like, after dinner mint is on his head. Now, the thing is that I suppose, I mean, stripes are fairly random, but it can't be too random because any identifying stripes I need to recreate if I ever redraw the character. And I don't think I want, like, this. This is just me messing around because now it looks like a spike trap is on his leg or something. And nope, don't want it. It's dumb. Get rid of it. But for, like... they usually have a lot on their back. If I use the show, anyway. Well, I keep saying the show. There's only one in the show that everybody designs their things off of. It's almost like if they all went like the same way instead of some from one direction, some from another, or maybe the ones... I'll have to start looking at zebras in particular. Like maybe there's a... like the back here, they're like really big and bold. And you don't want another set of competing bold stripes. But you do want, like, things coming up from a different direction. So maybe you have like your big ones and then you have the really tiny ones that do something else. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, you'll have all the big ones come from the front of the leg. Just without exception. All the big ones are from that direction. And then if you want ones from another direction, those are tiny and not super... but even that starts looking weird. So who knows? Okay, so made some progress. It's always... it's easier for me to, like... whoa. Felt like I just gashed my tablet, but there's nothing there. Or is there? Maybe I need to switch my nib. Anyway. Stop it. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I do. It's always... The line part is the hardest for me. The coloring part is my favorite, and that's when I can start to like, just ignore the lines and be like, nobody's gonna pay attention to the lines that closely. I know I don't, for someone else's, because all the color's there now, so it looks way better now. See? It looks like a token. Well, did kind of make a mistake. The dark line, the lines are too transparent now that the gray is gone. So I'll have to do something about that later. Actually, I can do it right now if I wanted to. I will show an example. You can use the magic wand tool to like select around. So like it's automatically selected up to the edge of, whoops, up to the edge around the outside. Except for like in here, but I can select that myself. Not that, that. So now I can invert that selection. Or do I not want to? No, forget that. I don't want to invert, but I can turn the layer on now. Voila. A bit dirty, but I can go buy and erase stuff now. Photoshop is great. I love it. They are pretty nice. I'm starting to like it. Okay. Well, now it's been 2 hours from when I started recording, so I'll smack the microphone again. So I'll end the stream here. I'm using OBS to adjust my hair, because that's important when you live alone. So I'm expanding when I stream, but shortening how long I stream each time. So the next session will be... What's today? Oh my gosh. Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I'll stream again Thursday at the same time. So I'll be doing more of this. And hopefully once I get this one done, I have all the others to make. That'll be fun. Shaking my head. No, it won't be fun. It's fun the first time. Anyway, I gotta go. So, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Yeah. One day I'll have an outroduction. But today is not this day. So, see you later. Bye.